like our guest is here. Yeah, Tyson's going to be good. All righty. I just want to bring in our guest, Alicia. Oh, where'd you go? Alicia Del Valle, how are you?
Hi guys. How are you guys? Sorry, my foster dog might jump in here.
Oh, okay. What kind of dog is it?
He is a pit bull mix. We're not sure. We think a pit bull, a bulldog. He's got a really big head and a big neck, and then he's got the lips, those bulldog lips, like
Right.
he can't
That's
breathe.
oh, poor baby.
I'm not so well.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, hey, Alicia, thank you so much for being on today. I'm excited to have you on. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. How fun. Is it enough lighting?
Yeah, I think you're pretty
You
good.
can see me? Okay.
Yeah, I can see you pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we do the broadcast stuff, we have, all
Yeah.
and I do have one, but I'm like, it's early enough, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe I should turn towards the sun.
Yeah, you got the soul glow going on with the sun. So there you go. Very nice. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate being on. I know, obviously you're working at NBCLA, but you're also a big sports boxing fan. I see you at all the stuff, the Dodgers stuff, the Lakers stuff. Well, when we could be there, right?
Right.
Right.
I know the Dodgers play tonight,
Yeah.
but they're playing the Giants. The Giants are pretty stinky, and the Dodgers are doing pretty awesome. So hopefully it's another blowout. Hot bats, hot bats.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, Alicia, for being on. I will bring on the board. So are you good at Connect Four?
I have not played Connect Four in years. I'm a little nervous.
What?
I'm like, I could play chess and, how about some foosball? But Connect Four, I'm like nervous. So be gentle.
Yeah. I'll try. We're playing to win here, but obviously we're gonna talk a little boxing, talk a little comeback stuff. A lot of stuff going on in boxing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How excited are you that we have some sports back? I mean, in a limited capacity, but
I just the fact that especially I've been very lucky that fight sports was like one of the first things to come back. I mean, UFC was the first kind of like big sport to come back. Boxing's kind of followed suit, so I'm very lucky in that sense that my favorite sport is kind of one of the lucky enough that it's a least amount of people involved, you know what I mean, that it can actually go on. So but the other sports are getting it together, thankfully, thank God.
True. And boxing is a sport that is, since the 80s when it was network, it all trends towards pay-per-view. So it's not out of the ordinary the way other sports have had to pivot and reinvent themselves. And, the Rams and the Chargers announced today no fans in the stands. So they've got that big, beautiful stadium and, no fans, at least till further notice. So hopefully news just gets better and better.
Yes, God willing, we'll get there for sure. But thankfully, we can play the game.
Okay.
We can play the game virtually without being putting ourselves in danger. So I'm gonna put the board up, and then we'll go over the topics. Okay, you ready?
Okay. I'm getting warmed up. Yeah.
There you go. All right, cool. So here is the screen.
Okay.
All right. So
so fun.
So basically, so we're gonna. So these are topics are specifically made for you. So I got, which boxer would make the best Dodger here? We got. I'll ask you some stuff about Canelo. Talk about Kobe. Want to get your take on Tyson Roy? That's a big one. Triple G. Oscars come back, and then that's another one. Which Dodger would make the best boxer?
I love it.
I feel with all the recent events, especially with the Dodgers, that's a very good question.
Right?
Yeah. So, all right, it's basic Connect Four. So you tell me kind of what category you want me to place your piece, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, and then we'll go on from there.
Wait. Whoa. What color? I want to be blue.
Okay, all right. You will be the first guest to be blue. So you will be blue. Sounds good.
Oh, that's cute. I did see that you were okay. It's your show. When you
No,
come
no, no.
on the show,
You're blue.
I get
You
to
know,
be blue.
these aren't hardened rules or anything like that. So
Already a diva. Okay, so
I love it. I love
starting with
it.
numbers. Okay, so I get to pick the first category. Okay.
Yes, you do.
I know what everybody is talking about. Well, a lot of people are talking about is Oscar. Oscar's comeback and his announcement. So I'm going to choose Oscar.
Oscar. All right. All right. So yeah, let's talk about that. Oscar De La Hoya is talking about coming back. He's what, 47, I believe?
47.
47. Yeah, it's been a few years since he's fought. But I mean, you know, everyone's coming back, and I don't know, but what do you think about it? Who would you like Oscar to fight in his comeback?
Well, I'm not sure I want to go there because I know how passionate boxing fans are. And if I give an answer that someone doesn't like, you know how it goes. They'll come after me. Right. But I do know that Amir Khan reached out, right? Wasn't he kind of like, hey, I'll do this, put me in, coach.
Yeah.
But I wanted to also bring up, I mean, Oscar's always stayed in shape. And he's so passionate. I almost feel like every time he's in the ring after one of his fighters' fights, you can see it in his eyes. Like he wants to fight. And you know, the great ones, it's hard for them to walk away. I also wondered why so many boxing fans were okay with Tyson coming back, but maybe not so much with Oscar. And then I don't even want to get into what Dana White said. Let's just keep this a positive show. I don't know. I mean, who else is out there besides Amir Khan? What are the names being coming on? Because Oscar hasn't said anything. Right.
I think he just kind of announced it and just kind of testing the waters. You know, for me personally, I would love to see him fight Trinidad. If like that rematch, because they're both obviously been out of the game for some years now. There was that kind of, you know, like unfinished business, so to speak. A lot of people thought the first fight should have gone to Oscar. Trinidad obviously didn't think so. Right? Yeah, me too.
Everyone in our house thought so as well.
I think most people that watched it who, you know, weren't in Puerto Rico maybe, and I'm Puerto Rican too, and I love Trinidad, but just
disclaimer.
It's just, you know, that was a hard pill to swallow. You want a definite answer, you know, and so I think those two guys coming back, that would be awesome.
Hey, you just gave the promoters some free. It could be like unfinished business, you know. Like,
I'm telling you, Golden Boy needs to put me on the payroll.
There you go, I'm with you though. I would love to see that fight. I'm all for it, and you know, I miss the fight nights together, and maybe like the families and the friends could do this kind of stuff on Zoom and see Oscar's fight. So I say, go for it, do it, bring it.
I'm with it. All right. I will go next. Let's see here. So, by the way, don't feel that you have to hit the subject just to kind of, because we haven't talked about it. You know, you're trying to win. All right. So let me see. I'm going to go boxer to dodger. Ooh. So which boxer does ALYSHA DEL VALLE think would make a good dodger?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see. And here I am thinking which dodger would make. I see that's my next.
That's coming. Yeah.
Strategy here. The strategy. Let's see which dodger.
I think a boxer who would make a good. I think Canelo's like an amazing athlete, and I think because of his stature, his like strike zone will be kind of small because he's not like that tall of a guy, you know. I could see Canelo with the flash twitch muscles. I could see Canelo being a decent baseball player
because he's pretty athletic. I hear that. And he's got that like the look. I mean, we love our gingers, Justin Turner, you know, and Doogie when he was a Dodger, like he had his whole like reddish hair, red beard going on. So, I have to agree with that. I mean, dude is, you know, pound for pound, #1 in the world for a reason. So pretty sure he'd be okay at.
Right.
I don't know though. They say it's really hard to hit a ball. So who's like the, how they say some boxers have this like IQ, right? Like the quarterback that sees down the field. Who's the boxer for you that has that eye for the ultimate strategy for the game, the respect, the intellect? Because then you're able to hit a ball.
That's a very good question. Yeah. You know, another one that just kind of came to mind as you were telling me that is Lomachenko is obviously kind of a small guy, but as far as ring IQ and that stuff and really studying the game, I like he's no, like he will not kind of come to the test unprepared, so to speak, right? Like he's gonna come 100%, and I think Lomachenko's another one with the IQ of the game. I think his mind he trains his mind so much that I think that's another one that maybe would be kind of a good baseball player there.
That is right there in line. And then we love our Latinos. What about Virgil Ortiz or someone who's already got like that star power that has like built-in fan base? And they would just come with him to Dodger Stadium.
Man, Virgil, look, I love that you're up on boxing like that, because Virgil is the real deal. He's a future star, if not a star already. I mean, he's going to be headlining pay-per-views, all that. And
my dad is, it's passed on sports in my family, and that's one of his, favorites in that weight division. And Theo Lopez, like these are guys he told us to watch out for. So it makes me pay attention. And I know a lot of you all out there covering boxing have a lot of love for Virgil Ortiz. So I'm going to be watching him. So
your dad knows what he's talking about. He's got that eye. All right, you are up next. Where are you going?
All right, strategy. Let's do Dodger who would make a great boxer.
All right. Let's see. All right. So I don't know. Who do you got? What Dodger would make a good boxer, do you think?
Well, dang, just because of this crazy season, and we're halfway through baseball season. That's crazy. But the first person that comes to mind is Joe Kelly, because he's kind of, immediately went after. Now he missed. He didn't throw. He didn't hit the guy.
Right.
And then he had that face, right? Like.
Right.
I'm not gonna say it. Some kids might be watching, but I mean, that's the first one that comes to mind. But there's a lot of Dodgers, like Max Muncy. He's solid, man. Right? He looks like you do not want to get in a bar fight with him. Nope. I don't know who's got kind of that gruff.
When you said Justin Turner, I think Justin Turner would be like a power hit, like a power puncher as a boxer. I think.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I think, and kind of a former Dodger, but I think Puig would have made a very good fighter. Puig would have been.
Okay, that's a great answer because he's known as a Dodger anyway. I can't even tell you the other teams he played for.
But I think. Go ahead.
When you get a nickname from the Vin Scully, I mean, you're linked to Dodgers forever. So the Wild Horse would make a great boxer, and that would be on the back of his boxing robe, right in the silks. Right. Wild Horse. Yeah.
That's perfect. It's a perfect Dodger. It's a perfect boxing name, too.
I'm like pumping you up, and I'm supposed to win this.
It's good to see. See, that's kind of how I get you, too, so be careful. I agree with you. I think when I first thought of the subject, I was like, Joe Kelly has that obviously that fighter's instinct that you can't teach. I mean, you could be a good athlete, but if you want to get into a fight and stay in a fight, I think Joe Kelly's a good call right there.
What weight division? Because he's lanky. He's not like a buff dude. He doesn't have like that big neck like Canelo, but what he has is no fear, and that you have to have that. To step into a ring. So mad respect. And I also think that that's why he got so many suspensions, because he's also got priors. So that's a fighter in him.
he's not a first-time offender.
He's not afraid to throw at, and that's that unwritten, rule.
Yeah.
So
Dyer. I like just real quickly. I love the Astros cheater shirt that you have on your Instagram. That's
Yes.
so good.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I should have wore that. It's just a little warm.
Nah, that's fine.
But that is from, and quick shout out to Pantone 294. They created those shirts, and it's perfect. And I gave one away to a good friend of mine. He like wears it all the time.
Yeah.
He needs a new one. It's getting faded. And I'm in Hawaii. He needs one, but they're sold out. That's how popular they are, because not that anyone benefits from this horrible pandemic, but the Astros got away with a lot of stadiums filled with hate that they don't have to go through because of this. So, you know,
very true.
This is over soon, and
so we could boo them.
Yeah, I just want to boo.
Exactly.
Especially Correa. Ugh. Ugh.
And
right.
Altuve, exactly. Yeah. The whole squad. The whole squad.
Yeah. All the cheaters.
Right. All right. Let's see. I am gonna go Roy Tyson here. Or yeah, Tyson and Roy.
Yeah.
So that was big news. What do you think about that? Roy, not only Tyson coming back at 54 or something like that, I believe he is, but he's fighting Roy Jones, another kind of Hall of Famer in boxing. What do you think about that?
Dude, they're both Hall of Famers, top 10 boxers of all time on my list, both of them. Like, I'm excited, just the same way we talked about Oscar earlier. I say bring it. We're not being asked to step in the ring, right? So it's going to be entertaining. They know what is going to be expected. I mean, come on. You have YouTube guys drawing crowds for boxing. I'm pretty sure two of the greatest to have ever put on gloves, to have ever laced up gloves, can get in there and entertain us. I say I'm all for it. Tyson, who did Shark Week recently, he looks great. And
phenomenal. He looks in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I would still be afraid to pick a fight with Tyson or, you know, Roy Jones Jr. So I could bring it. And I also see what you did there. You just blocked my foursome.
What? What are you talking about?
No, it's coming back to me, the strategy. I'm so embarrassed. I should have asked, like, my young nieces and nephews to give me some pointers, some refreshers on Connect 4.
A refresher.
Yeah.
A refresher course.
How embarrassing.
I had to, because I saw you, you know, whenever I see two colors of the opposite team together, I get nervous.
Right.
So
and I just got excited over Dodgers. So
right. I mean, you know. All righty, you are up next. Where are you going?
Let's go Kobe.
Kobe. Nice.
I've got a block door. Yeah.
That was a good call. So the Kobe, you know, I mean, just with obviously Kobe's birthday being 2 days ago, Kobe Day, you know, being yesterday. I just want to ask you. I know you go to a lot of games, all that stuff. What's your kind of standout Kobe memory?
Oh wow.
If there's one, you know, I'm sure there's plenty, of course. Yeah, I mean, we all, you know, there's plenty. Yeah.
Right? I mean, just you know, it's heartbreaking, and it still seems so unreal. But in terms of positive ones, I'm not going to go with an obvious one like his 80-point game or anything like that. I'm going to go with something that we actually walked and did together side by side. Kobe is a man of the people, and he loves our city. He loved our city. And he and Vanessa were big supporters of United Way LA. And he walked the walk. He didn't just talk the talk. Not only did he just donate money and get that, you know, loophole tax credit that a lot of wealthy people do, he was out there with people and asking us all to do our part to please help people who need homes, you know, a basic, you know, living conditions. And he said every day driving up from Orange County, driving into Staples Center, he would see the homeless and think, what can I do? And he did something. So it was a few years ago, and I actually just reposted it on my stories on Kobe Day, because, you know, Kobe just transcended basketball. He was a modern day Renaissance man, so beloved, such a brother. You know, my daughter grew up with him. My dad and I, you know, he passed away on my dad's birthday. So we made my dad tear up like on his birthday, telling him. And it's just, you know, I'm not gonna cry. You go.
Right.
What is your favorite Kobe memory?
The one that stands out the most just happens to be a funny memory. I was with just friends at someone's house, and Kobe hit a game-winning shot, and the ceiling of the roof of my friend's place was kind of low. So when one of my buddies went like, yeah, like, and jumped up, he cut his hand. He like broke like the light bulb and like cut his hand. And it's just a funny story because afterwards, like, we knew he needed stitches. It was bad, but like we were so hyped on the Kobe victory, and like I think at the time he didn't have insurance, so we were like trying to like figure out other ways to do it. And so we look back on that moment now because we went to like CVS and was kind of like, asked the pharmacist, do we need to get stitches? And pharmacist is like, yeah. And then we found like a nurse who was in like a student nurse uniform, and we saw she was a student, and we asked her because we're trying to find the right answer, which was no, we don't need to go to the doctor.
Right.
And so she said we didn't have to. Yeah, and so it just kind of became this funny story. I mean, my friend ended up having to get stitches the next day, and so now we call that like the Kobe scar. And so even now we think about that and we laugh about it now because like it's just a memory that Kobe gave us just in celebration that, it's you look back on stuff like that and it was funny. You know what I mean?
It is. And A, scars are sexy. And B, anytime you can tell somebody, he's talking to somebody and he's like, oh, by the way, this scar, Kobe gave it to me.
Right. Exactly.
Conversation starter, right?
Exactly. Yeah. No. So that's he will be missed for sure. Yeah.
There's so many. I saw somebody. I think Raul Flores. Thank you for coming in and telling us about your. Yeah, there's just so many. And I mean, what about the first time that you saw Kobe play in person, or his final game, or I mean, there's just so many.
So many.
Nieces and nephews that are 13 cried just as hard as I did, cried just as hard as my daughter who's in her 20s. I mean, he is LA. He is it's almost like he's the patron saint of Los Angeles.
I mean, yeah, like he could speak Spanish. He loved everybody. I was watching a story afterwards, after his passing, and they were talking about like his local kind of taco spot. And he would say, he's like, I'm going to wait in line. Don't like treat me different. Like I'm, Yeah, it was. He was a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man. Rest easy, Kobe. God bless. That was just.
God bless. All those. And really 300, or what is it? I forgot the number. Over 300 murals in 30 countries dedicated to Kobe and Gianna. So that's just, he transcended LA and United States. He's global. So
global icon for sure.
So missed.
Yes. All right. So it is my turn. You blocked me. I am going to go. I think I'm going to go Kobe again.
Okay.
Just to, just strategy here.
Gotcha.
So where are you going?
I am going to go. I feel like I'm going to go Tyson again, just to
Tyson?
No, Triple G.
All right.
I can't win lateral, but I can try to go. Okay.
Oh, don't tell me strategy now.
I know. Thinking out loud.
So let's talk about Triple G. What I mean, we haven't seen a lot of fighters in a while, but I don't know who would you like to see Triple G fight next? Is there a guy in mind that you think?
Well, okay. So back when when Golden Boy was talking about Canelo trying to make a run for the September 11th, a huge, Mexican Independence weekend, I was like, yes. And of course, I was this tiny minority that hoped that somehow Triple G, he was never even on the books, but I would love for another one because I still believe in my heart that he lost that first fight. So
A lot of people do.
Yeah, and so like same thing we spoke about earlier with Oscar and Trinidad, unfinished business.
Yeah.
But I know. What is it? Eddie Hearn has been talking about Callum, right?
Right.
I don't know too much about him. I mean, I've seen him fight before, but I do know he's a Liverpool fan, and I'm a Liverpool fan, so that's cool. I'm still gonna cheer for Canelo.
Of course.
But yeah, I guess I have no problem with that, and maybe when we are able to, go back to being at a fight, oh my goodness, any excuse to go to Europe, like maybe it would be out there or like in New York, right? Because Londoners go to New York all the time. So little Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Once we could get on a flight and get over there, I'm with that for sure. Raul was asking.
Fight there.
Yeah, that must have been a great. Who did Triple G fight when you went?
Was it Jacobs?
Oh, nice.
Why did I get a brain? I'm pretty sure it was Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs was in. That was in New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah.
Raul Flores is asking, what do you think about this Triple G versus Pacquiao stuff? I think Freddie Roach mentioned it in the interview. I think Freddie just, Freddie likes kind of stirring the pot a little bit and stuff like that.
Right.
I just don't see that happening. But it is. I mean, you're right. But I remember when Oscar fighting Pacquiao was like, no way. Because Pacquiao was only like 135 pounds, I think, or something. And he moved up to 147. So, I mean, I guess it's possible, but.
I remember.
Yeah.
What did it go like? Did it go 8 rounds?
Something like that. Yeah.
Right. But, yeah, I mean, I like my glasses half full. I say bring it. If these, fighters want to get in the ring together, who am I to be like, In fact, I kind of resent when a boxer calls out another boxer or the trainer and they don't let it happen. I don't like that. If they both, want it to happen, but the promoter doesn't like it or there's bad blood, I can't stand the politics side of boxing. But if both corners are in, I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bring it. Another excuse to, have fight night with the fam.
Exactly. A little carne asada.
Right? That's the best.
All right. Where am I gonna go here? I think I'm gonna go. Triple G. No, I'm gonna go Roy Tyson myself. Did I miss up a plan there? Did I miss up a strategy?
Was to try to go. Yeah, it's all right.
It's okay. Yeah, all right, you're up next. Where are you going?
I feel like I'm gonna try to go up. So let's do Oscar.
Oscar, okay. All right. Let's see. You have a whole lot of pieces in that area over there. I feel like I need to disrupt this situation.
You're fine. You're fine.
I am gonna go Triple G. Just to get some red in there.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. I just kind of. All right. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Is it my turn? I'm all excited.
It's your turn.
Gotta go Triple G.
Triple G. Good call.
No. Oh, shoot. Okay. Never mind.
Oh.
I screwed up big time.
Oh. Were you supposed to go somewhere else? Maybe I should block that move.
Because had I gone Oscar, it would. Anyway, never mind.
I see what you. Yeah. I see where you were going with that.
I was more like thinking the angle instead of like right what's in front of me.
Oh, I see.
All right.
All right. Let me see. I think I'm gonna go Tyson Roy.
Wow. Oh, I go Tyson Roy.
All right. You saw that, huh?
Yep.
Oh, shit. I can't believe I set you up like that.
Maybe I did that to you, and I was like, I should have went straight up.
You Jedi mind tricked me, and I was.
Or you're a very gracious host, and you wanted.
No, I really wasn't. I really wasn't trying to be.
I was nervous. the dork who can't play Connect Four. Yeah.
My strategy was like, okay, I'm gonna make her go on top, and then I'm gonna go like for this or that way, I guess. Man, well, hey, good job. You won. Congratulations.
That's awesome. I had so much fun. Thank you.
No, this was fun. Yeah. How's Raul has a question here.
Okay.
Your favorite De La Hoya fight?
Oh man. We've seen so many. You know what? The first thing that came to my mind, and this is probably not what you're thinking, but my dad made us watch Oscar's fights at the Olympics. And I remember thinking, like, what? He's from East LA. Like, I had no knowledge of him leading up to the Olympics. And my dad was so proud that a kid from his neighborhood that lived on the same block as Oscar, Oscar lived on the same block as my dad, McDonald in East LA. So I just remember being so like, yeah, like it's That's pretty awesome. Cool. And, I'm older. And when I was young, there weren't many people that looked like us, spoke like us, had last names like us on TV, not on movies. There was no J-Lo. There was no Eva Longoria, maybe Jimmy Smits. And there's always been Edward James Olmos. But George Lopez didn't have a show yet, nothing. Right. So Oscar was a big deal for us in our house. So that's the first one that came to mind is his Olympic gold.
I want to say the like only Latino on TV prior to that was maybe like Lucy or something. Was Ricky Ricardo, yeah.
And that took a woman to produce that show and make sure that she got her husband on television. That was huge for those. We're still fighting to get more shows about us, talking about us, more of us talking sports. Yeah. It kind of bothers me that here in Los Angeles, we're the majority minority, and there really isn't anybody from LA on sports radio. I'm talking like gente, like Mexican American, or
I think Beto Duran's kind of done some stuff. Like our friend Beto, yeah. He's been on, but like his own his own show, right? I hear you.
Watch, every night on TV doing the news, or I'm just saying, it's just kind of weird that a lot of East Coast people keep being hired to talk about LA sports, and I'm trying to say it with a smile and sugar. I'm still waiting. Jorge on ESPN Radio, he's great, so friendly, but I believe he's from Miami and he's Cuban American. But sometimes I get just so thirsty to have some representation, some flavor that I'm like desperate. I'm like, yes,
yes, we made it.
Because one of my Plan B dreams was to go back to school and get teach at a collegiate level, and I want to teach gender and race in the media because it does matter.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that.
I'm not done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what are you up to? What do you want to tell the fans that you're working on? Where can they catch you?
Thank you for having me once again. This is so fun. Hi, Sonia. How you doing? Thank you for tuning in. And Giandra, or is it?
Yeah, Giandra. That's the homegirl Giandra. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen Giandra. She covers a lot of boxing as well.
I believe I follow her. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my family.
What's up, girls, ladies? Hey.
Yeah.
Definitely just. I think she's saying facts. Like there should be more representation, considering, especially in boxing. Oscar, we talk about this a lot. How we kind of carry boxing, right? With the pay-per-view, it's our dollars that we put a lot into that pot. For as many of us that are here in the States, we spend money on boxing for sure. So, okay, I'm gonna get off my high horse.
But that's another point about that is a lot of women behind the scenes run boxing, like Kelly Swanson. Lisa used to be with Kelly. She went to XFL. I don't know what's going on with that, but Brittany Goosen, like a lot of ladies are behind the scenes running a lot of boxing stuff.
Definitely, and there are more female fighters getting some higher profiling, right? Like we're starting to hear about them more, and we're starting. I've always been excited about the female boxers. My little sister, we have to be on time to the fights because she does not want to miss the ladies. So, we respect those fighters. And shout out to Senesa.
Senesa,
fan. But yeah, we just need more representation, both females and women of color.
Definitely.
But again, I just get so thirsty. I'll take that. Please, anybody.
all the jobs. Send all the jobs Alysha's way. Yeah, no, it's you're right. It's we need to see more of it. Yeah, Sonia says hi. Giandra just co-signs with you. She agrees with you what you're saying. Yeah, it's the truth for sure.
Well, then maybe since we should, I don't know, maybe start our own show, our own channel.
See? There you
because
go.
One thing that the pandemic has brought to our attention, one other thing is everybody is on their laptops, phones, tablets. Streaming is everything. So maybe we don't do it the traditional way and wait for the same people who hire the same people who don't even live in the cities or the states that they send these people. Maybe we do it ourselves, right? We gotta talk, girl. We gotta talk.
There you go. I'm setting it up. I want to be part of it. Include me somehow. Well, ALYSHA, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being on. I'll hold on for me after the I'll stop the broadcast and I'll hold on for me afterwards. But thank you everyone again for watching. Follow ALYSHA. Her Twitter and Instagram are right here at the bottom. It's at ALYSHA Del Valle. And you're on NBC, LA. Tell them, I don't know what time, when, and where could they see what else you might be working on.
This is what I wanted to bring up. I was like, wait, one more thing.
Right, yeah.
You have me on. My brain is going now. I am no longer going to be with NBC LA.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah. So you're actually going to be the first to break the news.
Wow. Okay. Is this a good thing? A bad thing?
Because of contractual obligations, I still technically. Until the end of August, I'm kind of close, but we're so close that I feel like now because so many people ask, and thank you all for asking. I miss you guys too. This has been 18 years I've been on either morning radio or morning television, and not anymore. So we're still figuring it out. I hired a new agent, and she's awesome, and she's excited. So I'm excited, and just like so many of it, I don't feel sorry for myself. I'm staying focused and positive and excited because maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else besides traffic, but or in addition to,
right. Yeah, so, you can't box ALYSHA Del Valle in. That's beautiful. Well, hey, it's as that chapter closes, I'm sure. You're like a cat. You're gonna land on your feet. So I'm sure you're gonna be great at you are gonna be great at whatever you do beyond this. So and please let us know, and we'll maybe we'll bring you back and we'll talk about whatever that is, wherever you end up.
And I'm gonna be better at Connect 4 for sure.
Man, I can't believe you beat me. That was man. I'll be better because obviously you won. So
everybody stay safe, respect, and protect. Okay, protect and respect. Everybody take care of each other.
Yes, definitely. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks for all, bud.